Good evening. I am here to review the Ensso Italia pen, which is actually a limited edition. From what I understand, there were only 200 made. I don't know if there's any plans to do another run of these, but they are sold out, I believe, in all the colors, because there are several different nib options and several different finishes. But the one that I have, I actually won in a giveaway. And so thank you to the well-appointed desk, because that was a really fun win. But this is the box that it came in, very sleek. I really liked the presentation. It was very modern and just simple elegance, which is one of my most favorite things. I love simple elegance. It's, you don't have to go over the top. So this is really nice packaging. I kept it because if I ever need to ship this pen out, or even a similarly sized pen, this is really good. It held it in there pretty. It was a little bit hard to get out the first time, and in a good way. But so this pen kind of goes along with that same, just real simple elegance. It's got this kind of Grecian pattern here. I'll do a little bit better of a close-up when I go to a different camera angle. But as you can see, it's got that. The top has a little bit of a point to it, has a nice clip, and the bottom's got a little point with just some extra lines here and there. But it's very, very sleek. I love the look of it. It's just got that understated kind of posh. And it is very solid. Like, this pen is heavy. Some might find it too heavy. I personally like a heavier pen. I usually post my pens because I like the feel of it. This one, I don't need to post it in order to have that same weighted feel. It's actually got it great without it posted. So sometimes I post, sometimes I don't. Just depends on my mood for the day. With this particular pen, I have other pens that I always post because they are too light for me. I feel like I need that weight to make my writing a little sturdier. Otherwise, it's a little too shaky. So this pen is great if you have those same issues as I do, where you just kind of need that weight to keep your hand a little more steady. This is a really good option for you because it is very sturdy. And I don't know if you can really tell the thickness of this metal. I take this pen to work with me all the time because this is a fantastic work pen. It's a workhorse, because if I drop this with the cap on, I might have a little splash of ink inside, but it's not going to break. This is solid. This is like solid metal, and it's really, really fantastic. This part of the pen has the same little Grecian pattern, which I will do a close-up, and I'll do a close-up of the nib. The nib is a Bach nib, so it's a really nice writer. Bach, I believe, also makes the Visconti nibs, so as you know, those are very high-value pens. So it's a really nice nib. It feels very, very smooth and glides across the page like butter. It is so great. I love it. It's got a piston filler, so you just turn it to fill it up, and it's super simple. It's just a basic cartridge. I'm not sure the brand of the cartridge because I cannot read what that says there. Oh, wait. Let me go this way. Schmidt. It is a Schmidt converter, or at least that's what it says on this plastic part. So at least this black part is made by Schmidt. But Ensso, it's also got that Ensso lettering there, which I'll try to show you at a different camera angle because it's a little hard to zoom at this angle. But really, really sturdy. I love the sturdiness of this pen. It's absolutely amazing. I'm not afraid to use this pen. I have other pens that I'm afraid to take to work with me. It just kind of depends. Even some of my metal ones, they're a lighter metal, so you just feel like if I drop it, I'm bad about dropping things. So I have to make sure that, you know, if it's a pen that's too expensive to replace or sentimental or something along those lines, it has to stay at my desk. But this one can go with me anywhere, and it's fantastic. And I don't have a very long commute. I don't have too much issue with some of my pens like weeping out whenever I travel to and from work. However, I do have a few that do that. This one does not. This is not one of those pens. I take it out, put the cap here, take the cap off. There is no ink all over the barrel, which happens in like my Pilot Metropolitan does that to me all the time. I end up with ink all over my hands because I forgot to wipe out the inside of the cap. This one does not do that. So it's a fantastic traveling pen. It's a fantastic work pen. It's a great writer for work because it, right out of the get-go, it starts writing. I never have issues with it taking time unless I'm doing something like this where I'm sitting here and waving it around without the cap on. But for the most part, it will write as soon as you uncap it, and it works great. So I'm going to switch camera angles now and show you a little bit of writing. Okay, let me make sure my camera's on there good. So this is a close-up of the detail work on the cap. It's very, like I said, like simple elegance. Just very understated. Nice little scroll detail. It's very nice. I like it a lot. I sit and look at it and play in the lines while I'm in meetings. And this part has the same design, just a little bit smaller. As you can see, it's like about half the size. It's a little bit finer detail. And then here's a close-up of the nib. It's a Bach nib. You can see the mountain goat there with the little scroll filigree work on here. It's very pretty. It's a really pretty nib. I like this nib a lot. I do sit and I admire my nibs a lot, and so I enjoy that. But it has just these simple little touches of that line there. Oops. I can't screw this on camera. I can't tell which way I'm turning it. It's got this extra line here. So just little simple touches. I like the points at the ends. It's just a very, very elegant pen. And then I wanted to show you if I can get it there. There's the Ensso lettering, and so that's there. So it's kind of nice. It's got that touch to it, so you can remember what kind of pen it is. That's one thing with vintage pens I wish they thought about more, was to write the name of it. I'm not going to be able to follow the dots here because I'm trying to do this through the camera, but actually maybe I can. Let me turn this a little bit, and we will just start writing. And I've had the cap off a lot, so this may actually not write very well right now at first. Oh, there it goes. Normally I don't have any issues, like I said before. It's just I've been talking about it and waving it around with the cap off. And so it got a little dry, but as you can see, it started up still pretty quick. So this is the Ensso Italia, and I apologize. My left-handedness is making it so you can't even see what I'm writing. And then this ink is actually the Lamy Bronze, which I believe was also a special edition. I think this is supposed to have a little bit of a sheen to it, or a shimmer. I'm not sure. For me, it's always only ever been like this orange color. It's kind of burnt orange color. But I do see some of that sheen on the feed here. So that perhaps is what that is referring to. But I'm not really sure why it's called a bronze, because it has never quite turned out bronze for me. But that's actually this bottle. of ink. And it's a really nice orange. I actually like this orange a lot. It see, I keep talking with the cap off and it keeps not doing good starts, which is a bad review of this pen because it normally starts right out of the cap. Like I normally have no issues with it starting, but because I keep talking with the cap off, it's making it seem like it doesn't do that very well. But so yes, this is a really nice writer. I believe what I have is a medium point. I'm actually not terribly certain because I didn't ask, and as I said before, this was a pen I won in a giveaway. So as you can see, this time it started off really nice and thick, very bold, very pretty. It is a very, very gorgeous pen, and I like it because it's still kind of it's fine enough to do some embellishments and flourishes, but it's thick enough that you can write and you have that nice feel that you get with a medium or bold nib. This is definitely not a bold nib, but it has that feel that those have where it's not scratchy at all and it just glides across the page. So that is the Ensso Italia pen with the Lamy bronze. As I said before, it was a limited edition, so I don't know if you're able to find it anymore, but I would definitely recommend the brand because their pens all seem very similar, and I really am looking at a couple more on their website that I would like to get. So if I do, I'll do another review and kind of maybe compare and contrast the two, but for now, this is what I have. Thank you.